What is up, everybody? It is your boy, For Real Shocker. Oh, hold on. If you hear an on and off thing with the mic, it was just because I was just making sure I was on. But you guys, this is your boy, For Real Shocker, Nice Hedgehog here with our semi-finals team matchup here against High in the Fort-Wayne Durance. We win, because I already know who goes in the finals. It is going to be Blaze of his Abominable Mama Snows, and sadly, it wasn't Jake. I was really hoping it would have been Jake, because we never got to face Jake on. We would have had a good friendly brother match right there. But we'll be facing Blaze if we win this game. And from what I'm understanding is whoever makes the finals actually gets promoted to the G Max, which just means probably the best of the best players. Which, don't get me wrong, it's going to be a great honor to be on there if I can, but it's going to suck because I won't get to see my buddies Jake and Zach anymore, which is a little stinking. But I have to do the right thing, and I have to play this game to be fair. But none of that. Let's get into this. If you guys can, hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to join the Pro Sharker crew today because you'd be thrilling with the king of the crew. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this. So Hyde pretty much brought the same four I knew he would bring, but does change up two of his mons this time. Does choose not to bring that. I seriously don't understand why this man does not bring Passimian. Passimian is so good versus me. But he must have a strategy. The Galvantula I knew was something he could have swapped out or switched with. If he really wanted to in that type of situation. So there was that. There was that going for that as well. And he brought Claydol, which I kind of can see, but also don't understand why he brought Claydol. Claydol was, again, one of those things I didn't see was released. But he decided to bring the Quillfish again this time, which I think he was smart enough knowing that I have a poison type, so toxic. So he decided to bring Rapid Spin versus me, since he knows I could potentially bring Toxic Spikes, like I could have brought last time. So that is what his team is, and let's go ahead and just get into this battle. Okay, so he leads off with Galvantula. I'm going to lead off with Roadrunner. I decided to go for the Outrage right off the gate, and we do some massive damage. So gets a free thing of Grimmsnarl in here, which is very unfortunate for me, but it is what it is. I'm going to make the swap into my Cobalion here, as he doubles out to Galvantula, which is really weird. He does go for the Thunder this time, and he reveals to be Choice Specscal, which tells us a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing is, he's probably not going to have Sticky Webs on this team. The bad thing, he's now going to have a very offensive Galvantula, which I don't outspeed. I don't outspeed because I only creep Cobalion to be faster than the Haxorus, which is a slight mistake on my end, which I do understand. But in comes Claydol here. I'm going to click Bolt Beak to want to bring in the Grim. He actually teleports into Chandelure. I'm going to go into my Togekiss here. And let's just say it didn't work out for him. Because I got in a Choice Specs Togekiss now, so basically something's going to take hits and something could potentially die. Because also, if you guys didn't see the team, I have Ancient Power, so if I can spam Ancient Power and get Stat Boost with Specs, he's just going to lose this game. So, but he doesn't know that. So he goes for the Flamethrower. I luckily don't get burned on the switch here, so I decide to go for the knockoff. There's no reason not to. I guess I could have set up a Swords Dance, but I didn't want to take any chances. But I'll go for the knockoff here. He's actually going to go to the Volt Switch. I'm actually going to go for the knockoff once again and get rid of that Light Clay because he was that Clay set again. He's going to go for the Reflectors. I'm going to go for the Swords Dance right here. I'm going to go for the Poison Jab, which I have a little more stronger effect even with screens up. He's going for the Spirit Break, which does two-shot me there. But I'm going to go for the Poison Jab once again. And he actually does get poisoned from the Poison Jab. And the Spirit Break takes me out. But shout out to Skazzer. Skazzer got 2 kills this game. And it took out the ground type that needed for Dracozold, and took out his screens user, which was very important. I go Mr. Rhyme here, Mr. Mime actually, and he actually clicks Protect. As I click Calm Mind, I don't understand that play, and I decided to go for the Psychic here, as he's probably like me to go for Free Shock right there, but I two-shot that thing. That told me that this thing, well, I mean, it could have been Timid, but I was Sped Crep to be faster than Haxorus. So I guess I didn't mix, but Mr. Mime finally picked up a kill, everybody. In comes the Chandelure. I can live one hit. I'm going to go for the Psychic. If I can get a crit with this, I could kill, but I don't. He goes for the Bug Buzz again, and I'm going to go right into my Cobalion here. As he's locked into the Bug Buzz, I'm going to go for my Swords Dance here, and I'm going to go for my Stone Edge. And I miss. A little unfortunate, but he goes for Bug Wizard. I just have to click Close Combat. That's my only play. Get rid of the Galvantula. Crit didn't matter. And in comes the Lapras. Lapras now G-Max, and Lapras now gets to claim its KO. Before I do a nice big chunk to it, and he goes for the G-Max Renaissance there, knocking me out. But I go Dreadnought here, D-Max my Dreadnought, or not Gigantamax I meant. Go for that Max Knuckle. It's not going to kill, but I get a +1, as he is going to go for the Max Lightning, and we are going to activate that weakness policy. And I'm going to let you guys know, he goes for the Max Scars, I go for the Max Rockfall, which is still going to chip him. No, actually doesn't. I forgot Max Guard does it. He goes for Protect, try to weaken that down, but he actually makes a critical misplay right here. And here's the misplay right there. He should have gone for chip damage. And right now in comes the Haxorus with Mulebreaker now. So now I'm basically going to just sack off my Dreadnought. I'm going to 100% sack off my Dreadnought. Because now Dracozolt wins this game. But I on the off chance clicked Rock Polish for there in case he clicks Dragon Dance. We win. He should not have max guarded / protected on his turns. He should not have done that. Because now when he max guarded, he not only gave him... Because now what happened was, my Dreadnought, yes, would have stayed in a D-Max form, but his Haxorus gets a free His Haxorus can potentially get a free Dragon Dance, or he has a chance to knock out my Dreadnought if he has a Life Orb set. The only problem would be... Because then what happens is... It comes down to Sandstorm damage. And it only matters if I get a high enough roll to where Sandstorm damage takes out, because it's doing about, how much did it do? 5%. If it was going to be enough to do 10% of damage to him, if he was Life Orb, obviously he takes another 10%. Well, 10 to 13%, depending on that. And he would have lost. But since he didn't do that, and he would have taken less damage, he nearly would have taken a maximum, probably around 20% potentially. I mean, he could have probably lived a hit, then D-Dance, but anyways, so it would have came down to whether Sandstorm could have been enough. Sandstorm plus Life Orb would have been enough to kill him before he kills me. So it would have came down to that, which I think he would have won the game then. But him not going for the attack with that Aurora Bell up really cost him. But in the end, he would have lost. Well, actually, who wouldn't have lost? It would have just came down to if Dracozolt would have hit the hit. And plus, I'm on Specs Togekiss, so I think I would have won as well. So, but I can go for the safe superpower. I don't have to risk my Stone Edge. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the Iowa Jolteons will be heading up into LDL Finals, where we will be taking on Blaze in the Albany Alabama Snows. If I got the name right, I'm sorry, wrong name. Sorry, Blaze. But we will be facing Blaze in a Week 12 rematch. No, yeah, Week 12 rematch. So I'm probably gonna maybe get some help for this prep. For this matchup as well. Definitely, because what I did this time is, if you guys didn't know, I actually wrote up the 6 months, kind of went through the moves they used and what items they used last time. So with this matchup, I knew that potentially that was gonna probably be Wakomberry, Lapras, because he was gonna run Light Clay. I think Light Clay was a smart not bring on his part because, well, actually, Light Clay should have been the bring he would have done, because he would have actually then had a chance to win right there. Because then I go that he can still live a hit, and that would have just cost him there. The Grimmsnarl I knew was going to be screens again. The Chandelure changed a little bit differently this time. The Haxorus, we don't know if it was Life or X Repel again. So I made sure I looked at what my opponent had last time and was ready to handle what I had last time. But I'm super excited, super pumped. I cannot believe this is going to be my first finals in Gen 8. Gen 8 has just been a really mixed up and down hill for us this whole season. But the fact that we were able to make a finals in Gen 8 is making me so happy. And I look forward to facing Blaze off in a rematch, have some good times, and have some funs. But this does mean we do get promoted to G-Max next season, which means we'll be in with the big boys, the best of the best in the G-Max League. So definitely looking forward to next season, and I think I will join LDL next season because I've never been in this league before, and plus a lot of these guys are great. So looking forward to joining LDL next season as well, and I cannot believe it's going to be happening. But That's it for me, guys. I'm going to enjoy my celebration. Till next time, guys, I'm Phil Shock in the Night. I'll see you guys later. Peace.